Hello everybody, Ed0626 here, bringing you some Operation Locker gameplay from Battlefield 4, TDM. I'm playing with members of the former gaming group Pride. If I have links for them, I'll leave it in the description. If not, well, I guess you know who they are, I guess, if you know who the MOS crew is. But anyway, so I picked out the Saiga. For me, the Saiga works pretty well on this map. Actually, this map in particular works very well for shotguns. And knowing that shotguns are extremely overpowered in this game comes in handy as well. Although it really worked out for me. There were some times in the game where I was kind of hitting a slump, and then towards the end of the gameplay, I go on a nice 3 or 4 piece run in a portion of the map. I'll point it out to you guys once I see it. But other than that, Saiga 12K is a beast. It's one of my favorite shotguns to use. I'm trying to explore a little bit more with shotguns on this game. I haven't even played it much, to be honest. I'm stuck on level 111 or 112 for the last like 3 months now, because I just sometimes, especially lately, I've been so busy that I just haven't found the time to really game as much as I used to. And when I do game, I'm playing Battlefield 1 because the grind to 100 is real. I'm coming close. I'm just under that 1,000 minute mark. So what the 1,000 minute mark is, you know, there's an estimated game time that you have to play to get to level 100. I'm just under that 1,000 minute mark. So I'm making progress, but it's not as nearly as much as I thought I would have by now. I thought I'd hit level 100 forever ago. I hit level 100 in Battlefield 4. 6 months into me having the game. I'm pretty sure that when I got this game in June, and for 6 months I spent all my time playing it, and it's a fantastic game. I love it. It's by far one of my favorite first-person shooters that I personally have ever played. Speaking of that, today's topic of the video, now that I've done rambling, so I've been looking through Facebook. I was looking through Facebook. I'm not going to leave my Facebook in the description because that's my personal stuff. I'm looking through Facebook, and I see a Battlefield post about Nouvelle Knights becoming free for all players. Why Pri's Day to her was not included with that is a little bit surprising, to be honest. Although I hate the map, so I'm okay with it not being free for everybody and being in the map rotation for the base maps. But I see people all salty and stuff, and it's Facebook. If you want salty comments, go to Facebook. You can get millions of views on Facebook Facebook comment reaction videos. I've seen people do it. It's worked. So I'm reading these comments. I'm seeing, oh, I'd rather play Battlefield 4. I've gone back to Battlefield 4. It's such a great game. This Battlefield 1 is shit. Yada yada yada. And quite frankly, I wanted to make a commentary, you know, asking you guys, like, which Battlefield, especially over the last 4.5 years or so, has been your favorite. I know Battlefield 1 has its problems, and DICE has been doing everything they can to fix said problems, but quite frankly, I feel like every time that there is a problem that is fixed, for instance, the grenade spam, which to me still really hasn't been fixed. The grenade spam, well, the gas spam has definitely been fixed. I haven't run into much gas as much as I used to in the beginning of the game, but you know, it seems like every time they try and fix something, something else becomes broken, and that happens in a lot of games. It's the same thing with Call of Duty. It seems like every time they try and fix something, something else becomes broken in the process. Or Fortnite. I hear Fortnite has that problem too. So I wanted to ask you guys, you know, what Battlefield has been your favorite over the last 4.5-5 years? I know since then we've gone through Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, which is kind of the redheaded stepchild of the series, I guess I'll say. I personally have seen gameplay on it. I wanted to get it, and after seeing it a little bit more in depth, I was like, yeah, I don't like this game that much. I wouldn't get it. So I didn't get the game. So I personally think that hardline out of all the Battlefields that have come out over the last several years. It's definitely the redheaded stepchild. And then we have Battlefield 1, which recently hit its 1-year anniversary. So, and let me say this. I don't think Battlefield 1 is a terrible game by any means. It's actually one of my favorite games to play, and quite frankly, one of my favorite games of all time. It's incredibly fun. I don't know how some people say they get bored of it easy. I personally think, I mean, as long as you have a good crew behind you that you're on, you can probably game with a good crew on the game for at least 4 hours. You know, I played games for like 4.5, 5 hours with my guys. You know, guys like Hitman, Eggy. You've seen them before, of course. And you know, I never really get bored of the game. Sure, the map rotation becomes a little bit much after a while when they added the whole choosing the map system, because sometimes the people choose the same map over and over again, and that gets to be a little bit boring. I don't know why I was teabagging him. I think he was camping in the corner and somebody got him, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll teabag him. But, what was I saying? I lost my thought talking about teabagging somebody. But, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is, you know, Battlefield 1's not a terrible game. But if I was to compare it to this game, you know, I think Battlefield 4, especially in its, you know, current state, or at least state it was in before Battlefield 1 was released, is by far the best state that the game was ever in. Because for those of you who, I personally can't attest to this because I didn't play the game when it was out. I played it close to the end of its lifespan, so apparently the game was terribly broken, and DICE took the necessary measures to fix it. And it's like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's one of my favorite first-person shooters I've ever played. I've never enjoyed a first-person shooter and wanted to be good at a first-person shooter like I have with Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. Even though Battlefield 1 is a little bit simpler than Battlefield 4, I still find ways to enjoy it. So once again, I want to ask the question, you know, how does Battlefield 1 stack up to past Battlefields? And I want your honest opinions to be left in the description down below. Not the description, the comment section, I apologize. But, because this is an ongoing conversation amongst the Battlefield community, and people are obviously complaining about it. By the way, look at this tear I'm going on. God, I love the Sega. But, yeah, so leave your comments down in the comment section below. I personally would like to know what you think about how Battlefield has turned out over the last, 5 years or so. I'll probably say 5 years because that's when Battlefield 3 was still around, I think. And that was like, yeah, that's like a whole era type of thing. I don't know. Anyway, this has been Ed0626. Hope you guys enjoyed this little gameplay I provided for you guys. The Battlefield 4 gameplay is going to be slowing down a lot. I do have a stream highlights video I have to edit, which who knows when I get to it. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.